Oh no, another Kickstarter project that Linus backed way back in, holy crap, March 2014 with an estimated delivery date of January 2015? Alrighty then, well, at least they delivered something, which is more than a lot of Kickstarters ever do. This, finally, is the Dash from Bragi, which raised over $3 million on the promise of being the world's first truly wireless in-ear headphones. Let's see how they did, shall we? TunnelBear is the easy-to-use VPN service that lets you use the web as if you're in one of 20 different countries. Learn more and try TunnelBear for free at the link in the video description. I give Bragi full marks for packaging and presentation, but companies that create successful Kickstarter campaigns are usually good at that stuff, even if they suck at everything else. The Dash comes in an attractive box that opens up to reveal a charming booklet-style quick start guide that's built right into it. Then, small compartments containing the small, medium, and large fit sleeves. The extra small is pre-installed. The magnetic charger cradle with the earphones pre-installed in it. A sliding aluminum cover that fit very snugly over the charger with a clever slit to peek at the charge indicator lights on the earphones that can be activated by shaking them, and finally, a clip to keep from losing your earphones along with a USB cable. Cool. And it gets cooler, actually. When you put them in your ear, they start automatically talking to you. Hi, I'm the Dash, explaining that the right side is for communication and music, while the left is for activity tracking. Then they tell you to hold the right side until you hear the pairing sound, which I never heard, but when I fired up my iPhone, it showed up in the list and connected in a couple of seconds, making it a very cool and seamless experience out of the box. And the goodness continues. Their Android app is well rated at over 4 stars with 5,000 downloads, but it's the iOS one that I ended up using, which was good as well. When you open it up, there's a slick animation for how to insert the earphones correctly and instructions for connecting the app to the Dash by holding the left earphone for a few seconds. One frustrating thing is you have to avoid using the earphones with any other apps in order to get the full functionality of the Bragi app. So you can't make changes on the fly while you're listening to music. Then you have to eject them from the Bragi app once you're finished configuring. Not knowing this caused a glitch a couple of times where even after ejecting, I could control music playback supposedly, but I couldn't actually hear anything without refreshing the earphones by putting them into the charging cable. Weird. Anyway, from inside the app, you can select running, cycling, and swimming for the activity tracker. You can also do it through the touch-sensitive interface on the left earbud, by the way. But activity tracker stuff isn't really my thing, so that won't be a big focus for this video. It is sick, however, that the earphones are waterproof to 1 meter, which is something I actually didn't know until they arrived, and I read it on the box. Though in my defense, I did back this thing like 2 years ago. Of course, being able to wear them while running or swimming would count for nothing if they didn't stay in and stay comfortable. And I've got to give Bragi a lot of points here. I was fully expecting the Dash to be unreasonably heavy and uncomfortable due to their completely self-contained design. Battery, drivers, touch interface, motion sensor, microphones, it's all in there. And they managed to make them fit well enough and be light enough that any of these activities were no problem for me in spite of my extra small size ear canals. Great job, guys. There are a couple of more app things I should cover before moving on. There are gestures. Right now, nodding and shaking your head to accept or reject a call, neither of which worked in my testing, but your mileage may vary, with more gestures to come, and each earphone has a regrettably non-configurable but surprising range of functions that you can access by tapping, double tapping, swiping, holding, and long holding, including a transparency mode that sounds cool in theory, allowing the Dash's microphone to pass surrounding sounds through to you with the speakers so you can hear them better. but in practice makes very little difference since the microphone is not that sensitive to ambient noise and the earphone's passive noise isolation is not a strong point of the product in the first place. With or without music, I could hardly tell the difference between the two modes.
I don't want the full ambient noise sensitivity of the microphone to reflect that negatively on the product, however. The Dash uses a jawbone microphone for phone calls that isn't supposed to pick up ambient noise. I'll let you judge for yourself how well that works here, though.
The audio recording you just listened to was recorded in your hotel room. The one you're listening to now was recorded on a call to Brandon's iPhone on the street of your city. For comparison's sake, I've got a few other microphones. What you're listening to right now is being recorded on the iPhone 6S's built-in mic. What you're listening to now is being recorded on the Jaybird BlueBuds X, also a wireless earphone. Well, not technically completely wireless, I guess. And this finally is being recorded on the first-party microphone cable that's available for the Sennheiser IE80 headphones that I use as my daily drivers.
Battery life was frankly nothing impressive at around a few hours per charge at best, and I suspect most people will find themselves carrying around the charging case. But there's good news here. Another thing I forgot, the case has its own battery that charges up the earphones a few times, so you only have to plug it in via micro USB once per day. All right, Linus, you f***ing tease. When are you gonna get to the meat and potatoes of this? How do they sound? They're okay. Actually better than okay, surprisingly okay. Well-rounded, pleasing sound signature with solid, not overpowering bass and reasonable clarity in the highs okay. I mean, no, they are not comparable to a similarly priced wired IEM like my daily driver IE80s. They have a shockingly high noise floor, they don't get very loud, and they're just plain not as good. But considering all the additional functionality, I'd have given sound quality a great score. If the Bluetooth connectivity wasn't so shockingly bad across my time with the Dash. The first time I had my signal cut out, I initially thought I had bumped the earphone, causing it to pause while scratching an itch. But it turned out that with my phone on the bed next to me, even putting my hands near my ears caused the signal to cut out momentarily. Line of sight range is a pathetic 5 meters, but I found that having my head between my phone and the right earphone caused issues even at that distance. And it gets worse. With my phone in my pocket, and I'm a short dude, right? Leaning backwards is enough to cause the signal to crackle momentarily or even drop for up to a second at a time. Any body of water, and we're made of water, folks, is enough to screw up the connectivity. Which means, final conclusion time, that in spite of all the positive things I had to say about this product, in spite of all its innovative features and clever design elements, I simply cannot recommend it, even at half the price. At $300 especially, it's not enough to be a really cool touch-controlled 4 gig in-ear MP3 player. Oh yeah, you don't have to use Bluetooth, it does have 4 gigs of storage. But the wireless connectivity also has to work. Sorry, Bragi, better luck next time. I hope that you survived long enough to bring a Dash 2 to market to take on the slew of similar products that have already started popping up between your Kickstarter campaign and now, because I mostly really like what you've done here. So let's say you're building a mobile app and you're looking for a solution that, unlike today's product, doesn't get 90% of the way there and then fall flat on its face. Maybe you want to check out Braintree. Their code for easy online payments lets you add payments to your mobile app very simply. With the Braintree V.0 SDK, which is one small snippet of code, you can be all set up in less than 10 minutes. And they even have support staff to walk you through the process over the phone if you need them to. Their code supports Android, iOS, and JavaScript clients, and they have SDKs in seven programming languages. They make it easy to offer multiple mobile payment types, including PayPal, Apple Pay, Bitcoin, Venmo, cards, and more, all with a single integration. So to learn more and get your first $50,000 in transactions fee-free, I mean, who else is going to offer you that? Go to braintreepayments.com/Linus, linked in the video description. So thanks for watching, guys. If you disliked this video, hit that dislike button. But if you liked it, hit the like button, get subscribed, maybe even consider supporting us. You can buy a cool shirt like this one. You can change your Amazon bookmark to one with our affiliate code. Link to that is up there for how to do it. And you can join our community forum. You can answer people's questions. You can become a contributor over there, whatever the case may be. Now that you're done doing all that stuff, you're probably wondering what to watch next. Well, check out, I don't know. We don't really do our calendar ahead of time anymore, so stuff just kind of goes on there. So check out, I don't know, what video should they watch? You made a video once. None? Don't watch anything.
No.
Let's try reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Don't watch the Scrapyard Wars.
Yeah, don't watch Scrapyard Wars. It sucks.
The Scrapyard.
The Scrapyard Wars. Should they search for it on the Google?